Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon to everyone. Uh, Welcome to my channel and don't forget to subscribe my channel and also alert button for any updates that are available in my channel, especially on my online lecture for any kind of courses that I undertake for this semester. Okay, so this is first lecture for service management. Okay, today I would like to share with you the first chapter in service management, which is the title is the service economy. Okay, so I thought some other courses related to service, okay, which is services marketing. But now we go on service management, special for students who are enrolled in service management course and in bachelor in business administration entrepreneurship. Okay, entrepreneurship and bachelor in business administration. Okay, which is the generic program. Okay, so we come to the first chapter in service management. Let me share with you. Start with this. Some visual aid. Okay, so welcome to service management. The first chapter, the service economy. Okay, what do you know about service? Okay, in marketing management course, I'm always share with you something related to the service. Okay, whereby any offer by okay. Okay, sorry, distracted with the calls. Right. Okay, later on, for those who call me, I will call you later. All right. I'm shared with you with the term of service and goods. Okay. Before this, you learn about products in marketing, and I'm always tell you that service and goods cannot be separated. Okay, cannot be apart. Uh, Far away between each other because goods and service actually complement each other. Okay, how they interrelate between these two, we will tell you in this lecture. Okay, so some of you might call it as recall certain terms that we use in services. Just a few in marketing management, but in this chapter or this course, we will discuss in that. Okay, so we will have 14 lectures, inshallah. 14 lectures, okay, for a few topics. All right, okay, let's start with this. Okay, so what are we looking in this chapter? First of all, okay, we need to know what service can do, what service can contribute for our economy. Okay, since you're selling goods to the market, is everything visible. You can look it clearly, okay, and you can count every single output or revenue that you earn from the market by selling goods. And how this service thing also can generate revenues for the business. Okay, how we can acquire something from the market and we can make it the economy alive by offering services. Okay, that's the first thing that we look for in this chapter. Second, we need to identify and differentiate the 5 stages of economic activity. Okay, there are 5 stages of economic activity that describe the features of pre-industrial, industrial, and post-industrial societies. Okay, some might not familiar with the terms because in different school of thought, in different way how to interpret their we call it as terms, and also the theory might be differ from one to another. So by reading lots of book, you explore everyone's article from everyone's other people findings. You might have very comprehensive view for certain theory that they use. Okay, 4. Describe the features of experience economy. Contrast the consumer, which is business to consumer, with the business to be business. Okay, so we have in the market available right now B2C type of market and B2B type of market. Even some of us also experience C2C. Okay, C2C, which is customer to customer. Okay, so, personal, we call it individual to another individual. Okay, so next, explain the essential feature of service dominant logic. Okay, identify and critique the 6 distinctive characteristics of a service operation and explain the implication for managers. Okay, since you in future, inshallah, will become someone who involved in managing service, you might have more information regarding on service from this course. Okay, describe a service using the service package dimension. Okay, and lastly, use the service process metric to classify a service. Okay, for people who have learned in services marketing, might identify certain terms that I use already cited in that course. Okay, and also this book might use same thing in their explanation. Okay, all right. What you can see here, okay, most of the market actually, okay, most of the revenue of a country dominantly come from services. Why? Okay, let take as an example. Okay, China in terms of labor percentage in world labor 21%. Okay, their revenue, okay, the employment in agriculture sector, China made up to 33 compared to services much better than greater in terms of number 36%. Okay, so every single countries that listed here, okay, except Pakistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, okay, if I'm not mistaken, Pakistan and Bangladesh and India. Okay, sorry, yeah, these 3 countries, okay, dominant in terms of employment on more on agriculture. Okay, other than that, most of them focus on services. Okay, so even Malaysia more than 60%. Okay, their revenue or gross domestic product, okay, more or nearly 50% from services. Okay, so that will become your assignment later. To identify from Malaysia how much they earn from service sector. We have agricultural sector. We have in terms of goods export and import, and also services. Okay, financial services. We have in terms of right now, people talk about delivery, also services. Okay, so most of the countries in the world, okay, they employment more on services right now. Okay, all right. So how do we define service? Okay, some people might say there are something that we offer we create for the benefit of for the benefit of our potential customer. Okay, we do something for other people, but not giving that people ownership. Okay, according to this book definition, okay, services are deeds, processes, and performances. Okay, what are the deeds itself? Okay, we call it as the action done, okay, through several stages. Okay, when talking about service, you need to put in your mind that there are certain line of process. Okay, for example, if I'm selling this watch, okay, this watch considered as good, right? Okay, considered as good. Okay, if I'm selling this, what are the required action should be taken? Okay, the process when you want to sell this one. Okay, you need to know the features. Okay, when someone attempt to buy, you need to explain the characteristic and also the what make this what so special. Okay, so during that the explanation, the information that you give actually service. But when selling this, okay, dominantly or majority or most of the time that you contribute, you spend to to give people know or understand about this product, and later on they have engaged and put their conviction and buy this product. Okay, done. What happened later on after this? Okay, if what I am experiencing right now, I cannot use so much in terms of their like, so I need to send them for replacement. Okay, so these goods become object that service should be carried out to what? To replace the battery. Okay, to make sure the lights do it more better. Okay, so the action of repairing or replacement needs certain process, certain line of process. Okay, certain line of process. That process should be we call it as listed and also define clearly what should be done from one to another. Okay, so attending people come ask you, please do replace my battery for this watch because I cannot switch on its light and their light anymore. Not so bright, so you change. Okay, change it for the new one, and then what should you do? You receive. You give the information, write down who's the owner, the contact number. Okay, what's their problem? Okay, after that, you keep it safely. Okay, safely, and you give it all that we call it experience. Okay, accounted by the customer itself. Okay, will result at the end. Okay, either good or bad. Either delighted, satisfied, or unsatisfied. So it's very, very, we call it as a very uncertain in terms of their performance. Okay, so that's why, okay, when we talk about marketing first, because I'm lecturing in marketing, but usually I use marketing example. Creation of values, creation of something to solve people problem, okay, and promoting, that's we call it marketing. Giving we call it building the relationship. Okay, later on will result of profit in return. Okay, so when put service in, okay, not only the relationship, okay, not only profit as a target, but the process. Okay, that's why where Zitam said, Bittner said, or Grambler said, okay, their deeds, process, and performance. Okay, as short as this, yes, so you need to put more explanation, what are the deeds, the process, and performance. Okay, do not put like this in your answer. No, it's not appropriate. Yeah. Okay. So, friend, let's see the next. All right. Service are economic activity offered by one party to another. Okay. Servicing. More commonly employing time base. More on time base. Bring about desired result in recipient themselves or in object or other asset for which purchaser have responsibility. Okay. In exchange for their money, time, and effort. Okay. In exchange for our time, in exchange for our courage to go. Okay. So service customer expect to obtain value from access to goods, labor, professional skill, facility network, and system. But they do not normally take ownership. Okay. When people buy goods, right? When you bought this watch, okay, you bought this watch, you own this watch, right? You bought this watch, you own this watch. If you rent a motorcycle, if you rent a car, you did not own that car. Okay, but you can use, you can drive that car to anywhere you want. Later on, after certain time that given, you pay, for example, for 34 hours. 34 hours end, you need to return that car back to the provider. Okay, we call it people who rent that car for you. Okay, so you don't take ownership for anything that involve in service process or service offering. Okay, that make service differ to goods. Okay, all right. Okay, so they do not normally take ownership of any of the physical element involved. All right. So the very, we call it as a very important keyword that you should remember. This also put we call it as a middle line, or we call it as a separation line. Okay, when talking about good, you have the ownership. When talking about service, you don't have ownership. Okay, this is what left, law, and right say. Okay, it's not no Ihsan said. Okay, all right. I'm just share with what the expert have already found. Okay, service system definition. It's a value co-production, configuration of people, technology, other internal and external service system, and shared information. As an example of language, processes, metric, prices, policy, and laws. Okay. Sometimes you might involve in the production of service. Okay. You as a co-producer. All right. Okay. Role of services in an economy. Okay. Let me show you in more wide or larger version. Okay. Role of services in an economy. Okay. There are so many types of services available in our market. Okay. I don't know or where to start. Okay, because everything we call it as a service. Okay, we have government service, we have business service, even ourselves also have self-service. Okay, you do it on your own. Okay, personal services, we have infrastructure services. That's why Okay, when the earlier slide shown to you, okay, most of the country, the employment in the percentage of employment more on service. Okay, even sometimes in the construction also have involved in service. Yeah, rental the construction machinery. Okay, I don't want to own my own. I don't want to have an asset which is require me to maintain. I just rent. Okay, I don't want to have my own architect. I just acquire architectural services. You do it for me, I pay for you. Okay, right. So everything majorly involved in services. Okay, all right. Stage of economic activity. Okay, so let's discuss from the bottom. Okay, from the bottom, from the foundation, or we call it as a very essential. Okay, primary. Okay, primary. Okay, that's why we have Bangladesh, India, and also what another one, Pakistan. Okay, they go for many employment or more percentage for their employment on agriculture, mining, fishing, and forestry. Okay, secondary manufacturing and processing, all the we call it as all the output from the agriculture, mining and fishing and forestry come to the manufacturing, process into goods, process into something that will be offered to the market. Okay, tertiary sector. Okay, example here, restaurant, hotels, laundry and maintenance, up to quaternary and quinary. Okay, the transportation, communication, and the health, education, research, and etc. Okay, this is 5 stages of economic activity. Okay, and then we can explore or discover. Okay, in terms of the percentage every each sector, every each activity. Okay, the primary activity, which country more on agriculture, which country more on culinary. Okay, we focus on that. Okay, all right. Okay, this is a all right. This is a trend in US. Okay, until 2015 from 1850. Okay, all right. Comparison of societies. Yeah. Okay, pre-industrial. Okay, against nature. Okay, the book we distribute later, so we require in your group. All right. Against nature, predominant activity, agricultural and mining. Okay, use of human labor, raw muscle power, which is when we talk about agriculture, people were involved in their put their effort even 200% on muscle power. I mean, they go for harvesting, planting, plowing, whatever involved in agriculture sector. Okay, unit of social life, extended household. Okay, standard of living, measure, subsistence, structure, routine, traditional, authoritative, technological, simple, hand tool. Okay, up to now we are in post-industrial. Okay, we involve lots of information. Yet the others. Okay, don't say like that. Like this. Okay. When we evolve. Okay. from one economic activity to another economic activity, we don't have to involve, we call it congruently, or mean everyone go into same direction. Okay, sometimes we need to, we call it as a fill in the blank. Okay, once community or society move toward on information, there must be loophole or gap that should be filled with other society. Okay, so in real world, okay, we need each other. Okay, we need each other. But how you make it that society better compared to their past time is our obligation right now. Okay, so distribution of US employment. Okay, this is example. Okay, and also it will become your assignment later. All right, very simple assignment. Okay, language of economic evolution. Okay, just for information, I don't really have intention to use this. Okay, because you need to know just about okay, experience design principle. Okay, all right, team the experience, harmonizing impression with positive cues. This is example. This is some example, right? Which is how you design your service experience. It's quite early to talk about this. Some book not highlighting on this. Some book already talk about how to define in that. But right now it's okay. It's okay for you. How experience the principle of experience design get along with you. Okay. All right. Okay. This one, okay, the forum of an experience, okay, environmental relationship, okay, and customer participation. Okay. The aesthetic. All right. In terms of customer participation, either passive or active. Okay. So if customer participation more passive, okay, environmental relationship, people involved in something that absorb them. Example that you can have is entertainment. Okay, this is an example. Okay, example of how customer participation, active participation. Okay, we require absorption from the participant itself, or immersion. So this is an example. Okay. The typology of services in 21st century. Okay, when talk about creative, the feature is present the ideas. Example that we use is advertising and theater. Okay, so yeah, you can form a group and talk about this. Okay, it's very essential for services to focus which experience you want to give to your customer. Okay, all right. Okay, foundational premises of service terminology. Okay, service is the fundamental basis of exchange. Okay, indirect exchange must the fundamental basis of exchange. Good are distribution mechanism for service provision. Okay, when talk about service, do we still talk about goods? Of course, yes. Because Service cannot be produced if if you are you are not involving physical product. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, so My apology. Some interruption. Yeah, it's okay. All right, just all right. Okay, the foundational premises. Okay, or service terminology. What else? Our economy are service economies. Okay, all economies are service economy. The customer is always is a as a co-creator. Why co-creator? Because when involve experience, you need to involve customer as well. Okay, yeah. Actually, every single transaction that we make in business actually involve co-creation between both party. Okay, why both party? Because the principle of exchange itself, the exchange condition itself require both party to involve. Okay, either you involve in we call it remotely or directly. Okay, directly mean face to face. So the way how your customer will respond will give you the way how you deal with it or with them. Okay, yes, we consider as co-creator. The enterprise cannot deliver value, but only offer value proposition. Okay, but only offer value proposition. Service-centered view is inherently customer-oriented and relational. And all economic and social actors are resource integrated. Okay, integrated. They integrated together, and value is uniquely and phenomenologically determined by the beneficiary. Yes, when we attempt any or encounter any service experience, we acquired uniquely from that provider. We one customer to another customer might experience differently. Okay, all right. Okay, distinctive characteristic of service operation. Okay, we are not talking about characteristic in terms of comparison between service and good, but right now we talk about the characteristic in terms of service operation. Okay, what may differ from goods? First, customer participation. Okay, attention to facility design, opportunity for co-production. Okay, when you open a barber shop, for example, okay, you open a barber shop, you need to design your environment, your surrounding, in terms of the inanimate environment, we call it the cues, should we call it drive mood, experience towards something delightful. Okay, simultaneity. Okay, service created and consumed simultaneously. Okay, cannot be stored. Why cannot be stored? Easy word, because service considered as something that intangible. Yeah, intangible. The term is there. Intangibility. Okay, so cannot be stored. When you don't have the opportunity to encounter the service on that particular time, okay, you might have to ask for another new one in future. Okay, so perishability cannot inventory or cannot be stored. Opportunity loss of idle capacity need to match supply with demand. Okay, when this is a very good example when talking about hotel industry. Okay, hotel industry much more depend on people who work reserve for hotel call it night stay. Okay, usually people reserve their room for night stay, or whatever they ask. Okay, so if for example you have 100 rooms offer for that particular day, okay, however sometimes you might got only 99 rooms booked for that day. One of the last one left idle, nobody booked for it, so you might lose revenue for one room for that day. Okay, you cannot have more of that, right? Okay, I hope my connection is okay. If not, you might notice me on the group. Okay. All right. So far, is okay. All right. 4. Intangibility. Service are ideas and concept. Innovation are not patentable. Franchising important of reputation. Intangibility. Okay. Because you cannot see, you cannot touch using your five senses, but you can have the experience on your five senses, but you cannot measure it clearly, because every single person that involved might have different result at the end. Okay, heterogeneity, customer involvement in delivery process result in variability. Okay, the outcome different from one to another. And lastly, non-transferable ownership. Okay, you cannot own any goods that involve in that process. Okay, yeah. For example, you attempting the class. Okay, you attend the class. You sit on that chair. Okay, you use that table. Okay, later on after that class ended, so we just walk away. Just bring your belongings. Okay, you cannot bring the chair together, the table along with you. Okay, so you don't have the ownership over that chair. You just got information. Yeah, mental processes. Okay, we have 4 types of services. When I taught in other courses, we have the people process. As an example that we can use as a barber. Okay, processing. Yeah, you cut your hair, you have the effect directly on whatever you have on your body. Okay, you do surgery, you have your cut wound, okay, on your body. If you have phone, yeah, you have your phone, this is your possession. We talk about possession processing. Okay, whatever happened on this handphone, okay, actually involve take effect on this handphone, not take effect on you, but indirectly you involve actually. Okay, you send for repair, you refuel your car got the petrol or gasoline. Okay, you don't drink that, but your car require that gasoline to make sure can drive, you can on the engine. For education, as an example, okay, your mental involved, we call it as a mental processing, or you might require people to do something for you, to do writing, to do we call it as proofreading, processing the information, accounting, whatever, that one information processing. Okay, so we have four type of we call it as services. Okay, we have the people processing type of services, procession. We have the mental, and the last one, the information. Okay. All right. I do encourage you to read more on other people, what other people said about us as well. Okay. Non-ownership classification of service. Let's take an example here. The type of service, goods rental. Okay. What do we obtain from that? Okay. We obtain temporary right to exclusively use Okay, you rent a car. Okay, nobody can use that car. You can use up to certain period of time that you ask for. Okay. For example, something that involve in this type of service, okay, vehicle, tools, furniture, equipment. Some of the offices are not having their own asset, just rent from another provider. Yeah, it's real. Okay, why do we have asset since we are not capable to maintain? Why just rent, and then after our business done, you finish your project, return back to the provider. If you have done some damages on that asset, you need to pay for call it as a damages. Okay, that's why when you rent, it's require you for deposit some money as a we call it guarantor. Okay, for you to responsible on anything that you hold between that period of time. Okay, management challenge. Okay, the site selection and maintenance. Okay, where you want to run that particular of service. Okay, all right. That an example. You can read the rest, and you can have your understanding better when you read the text. Okay. All right. Okay. Service package. Okay. Okay. We have two main component here. Right. As you can see, the core value. Okay. We call as a experience. Where my cousin? Okay. The experience. Okay. What are you looking for? The benefit. The true benefit. Okay. The explicit services and implicit services. Okay. What are the implicit services? Okay. Let me share. Let me tell you what are the implicit and explicit. Right. Hopefully, better. Okay. Let's start with the explicit services. The essential or intrinsic feature readily observable by the senses. Okay, by the senses. For example, on-time departure, quality of meal. However, for implicit services, psychological benefit or extrinsic feature, the first one is intrinsic. This one is extrinsic feature, but the customer may sense only value. Okay, security of a well-lighted parking. Okay, privacy of a loan office. Okay, yeah. I'm always familiar with what involved in another topic, but this is as a same with we call it as a flower. Okay, the service flower. All right. So right now, who's the author? Okay. Right. Baudelaire Fisherman. Okay, Fisherman. Okay, Fisherman. He found that talking about this. Okay. So they put two. Okay, the core experience is what you have for the main purpose that you attended or encountered that service. Okay. However, there are three things that circulate or support Okay, support the experience. Okay, in regard of explicit and implicit services. Okay, first supporting facility, which is the physical resources, yeah, which is should be there, should be available before a service can be offered. Example, okay, you want people to come, okay, play golf, you need to have the course. Okay, if you want to build a ski resort, you should have the ski lift. Okay, you want to provide medical we call it services, you need to have a hospital. Okay, and any facility uh, that involve in uh, medical medical services. Okay, so supporting facility. Second is facilitating goods. Okay, what are the facilitating goods? Which is the material purchased or consumed by the buyer or the item provided by the customer. For example, golf club. Okay, the golf club. When you want to let people play golf, sometime you might offer rental for golf club. Okay, skis, full item, replacement auto parts, document and medical supplies. Okay, and the last most important part, information. Yeah, when talking about service, we need information. Okay, available from the customer or provider to enable efficient and customized service. Why? Because we need to tailor our offer according to what customers want. We don't want to offer something that customer don't want. Customer do not have the like or avoid such experience. Okay, yes, we do have the idea on how we do deal with customer, but how to we call it make sure the process are pleasant, the experience are very pleasant to the customer. Okay, you should have information, very appropriate information and sufficient. Okay, include electronic this information. Example we can take is electronic patient medical record, airline showing seat available, customer preferences, GPS website location. Yeah, right now we use Food Panda. We have Grab. Okay, you book for example, you bought food using the apps. Okay, how to ensure that your experience more pleasantful, okay, to your customer. Yeah, what are the main requirement? Okay, the main we call it experience is to make sure the food safely arrive at your doorstep. Am I right? If you bought a food, your lunch, okay, you require that boy carry your food safely arrive at your doorstep. But to make it pleasant, to make it think service very delightful, it's, which is okay, you can track on your phone where's your riders is. It nearly 5 minutes to your doorstep. Okay, you wait for that. Okay, it's giving you a more pleasant experience when people waiting for their product. Okay, all right. Okay, okay, I already talked about this. Sorry. Okay, all right. The service process metric, yeah, the degree of iteration and customization, and compared to the degree of labor intensity. Okay, low intensity of labor low interaction and customization. So we call it as a service pack 3. Okay, airline, trucking, hotels, resort, and recreation. Okay, compared to the high and high. Okay, high degree of labor intensity. Okay, high interaction. Okay, as an example that we can take here is physician, lawyers, accountant, and architects. Which is provider need to get the customer and also the labor together. Okay, so compared to others, okay, high customization, low intensity is service shop, call it considered as service shop, and low interaction, high labor intensity, okay, we call it as a mass service, okay, retailing, wholesaling. Yeah, you can see it there. Retailing considered one of the service activity. Okay, so it gives you the idea which is service very essential for your economy. Okay, every single thing that you have done in your economic activity requires service be there. Okay, all right. Challenges for service manager. What are those challenges? Okay, we have 4 process metric. Okay, you have let me put bigger version. Oh, I'm already confusing with because okay. All right. What are the challenges for managers? Okay, for low labor intensity. Okay, capital decision, technological advances, manager demand to avoid peaks and to promote off peaks and scheduling service delivery. Okay, if high labor intensity, okay, what are the challenges? Require more people. Yeah. Then come with a we call it question regarding on hiring, training, the welfare, yeah, managing growth. Okay. For low interaction, low customization, okay, you need to do more marketing. Okay. However, for high interaction, okay, you need to put more costs. You need to maintain the quality level, and you need to look for you call it as a maintaining the process to make sure people or customer can have the we call it as the optimum level of experience, okay, from your offering. Okay, the open system view of services. Okay, all right, discussion topic. This one we will discuss later. Okay, discussion topic. All right, this is a slide that we put later. Okay, for this case, you might read on your own. All right, so we have done for the first chapter. We reached to 1 hour already, an hour already. So I thought this is enough for the first chapter. We will meet you in the second chapter. What are the second chapter talk about? Okay, the second chapter we will talk about the strategy, service strategy. Okay, so any question that you have in mind, okay, we will discuss in the groups. Okay, or you can ask here. Okay, and do subscribe this channel. Inshallah, I will share more with you. Anything regarding on marketing, regarding on management, or whatever. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. See you again in the next chapter, which is what the chapter called service strategy. Assalamualaikum and see you again. Bye.